I just finished watching Dexter New Blood, and we need to talk. Now, first off, if you haven't seen the original show Dexter, make sure you watch that first because this show is going to spoil it all because this is essentially after that. So make sure to watch that. Now that we got that little spoiler out the way, let's get to the good part. Now, the premises of this new show, New Blood, is that Dexter is now in a small town. And the town is very nice, which can bring a lot of challenges if you're a serial killer because there's not going to be as many bad people to kill. And everyone's going to know everyone, which is interesting how they kind of go along those lines and figure out how to deal with all of this. What I liked a lot about this is that they still bring that same Dexter from the original show back to this one. He still has his little quirks, the things that make him funny and kind of bring that lightheartedness to such a dark show. All those little things. They have great actors in this one, a lot of new ones. So if you're watching it thinking, oh, it's going to be like the old one, well, some things are, but it's a lot of new faces and kind of the ones that you might see from the old are refreshed in a different way than you might think. So it's interesting how they go about it. Another thing about this is it's interesting how they do go about all these new obstacles and challenges that can present itself in somewhere where it snows all the time, it's cold, and all these little things that pop up, which is pretty cool. A lot of the new cast, like I said, I really enjoyed them. Some of them, man, did they pull their weight in this thing or not? Like, it was good. Yeah, so really, it's good overall. I definitely recommend it, especially if you like that Dexter world. One thing I didn't like about it too much is that you knew who the bad guy was in the very beginning, in my opinion. He was very easy to figure out. Not that you didn't know that in other seasons and whatnot, but in this one, it just, you kind of, I don't know, it felt like it lost a little bit of that, and it wasn't fully there in that whole back in the Dexter stuff. But I still loved it because, as they say, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And the journey to get to what happens at the end and just how it all unfolds is very intense. It's definitely a sad season and just everything that goes on in it. But it's really good, and they definitely give Dexter his great, story and everything in this. It's fantastic. And there's honestly not too much else to say besides that because, like I said, this is a continuation of the initial show Dexter, which you already kind of know what's going on. It's great to see him in a new uniform, new outfit per se. And also, very important, it's not for kids because this season of Dexter New Blood's very intense. Some of the things that they go over in it are very intense, to say the least, very gruesome and all that stuff. And it's always great to find how they can see comedy in the little things, and it's more just about how Dexter thinks. But yeah, don't let your kids watch this. I mean, even for me, some of the scenes like, whew, I need a day before I watch the next episode. That was intense. But either way, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Until the next one.